Yeah, Silent Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. About to raise the bar, wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk, Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar, we about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk, Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar, ayy. Wild card mar, wild card mar. I.O.W. late night sports. Wild card mar, wild card mar. I.O.W. late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar, I.O.W. late night sports. Wild card mar, wild card mar. I.O.W. late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mar. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here. We are in the building. It's your boy Wildcard Mar. I'm still waiting for my boy Jersey Boy MJ to join me. He's having a little technical difficulties. He's trying to work that out, but he'll be here. But I do got a special guest. I'll bring him on in just a second. But y'all know what we got to do. We got to go ahead, let everybody know. That's my guy, 40 Water. Y'all call him Silent Hill. Go follow him on his YouTube page at Hitchhikers. He's the guy that came up with that dope, very dope intro for the podcast. So I'm always going to shout him out, show him some love. But while you're over there on YouTube, go give us some love. I.O.W. Sports Network is the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, let you know every time we drop new content. That's where all the content is stored. Of course, you can always follow us on Facebook and Instagram at I.O.W. Sports Network as well. I.O.W. Sports 1 on the Twitter. And if you want to chop it over with me personally, KC Wildcard Mar on Twitter, Wildcard Mar on Facebook and Instagram. Always give a shout out to Let's Talk Sports YouTube channel. So if you happen to be watching us over there, be ever so kind to flip over to I.O.W. Sports Network. Give us a like, share, follow. And then you're more than welcome to go back to Let's Talk Sports. But just wanted to, spread the love and obviously support both YouTube channels as we simulcast the Late Night Owl over there. We here, episode 311, and we're going to recap Western Conference Finals. Hopefully my boy MJ can get in here. We'll do the Jersey Boy jersey reveal. No top play because I want to get into our conversation. We're obviously running a little bit behind on the show. I had to film another podcast, the Man Cave Sports Podcast, of course, with Jay Jones and all the fellas over there, Mike T, G Money, 613 Freight Productions. So, but hey, I don't have no Modelo. I just got some Sun Kiss. But cheers. Here's another night of us talking sports. to be alive. Make sure you give your flowers to your peoples while you can. And it's a blessing to be here another day, talk sports with y'all. So y'all know what it is. Let's get to it. So without further ado, I do have a guest here, and he is a big time contributor on the I.O.W. Sports Facebook page. Very active in there, always dropping content, questions to get the group going, and he's very vocal. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring him in, our guy from the Facebook page on I.O.W. Sports. We got Randy Weber. What's up, my guy?
Hey, what's going on, man? Happy to be here.
Hey, man. Hey, for real. Go ahead. Hey, I know MJ ain't here to reveal his jersey, but let's tell the fellas. Matter of fact, turn around. Let them see the back of the name so they understand what it is. Who that is.
Okay.
What you rocking? Obviously, you rocking the Giants. Is it the Strahan?
It's the Strahan.
Okay, rocking the Strahan.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I got this. I was at the Giants versus Eagles game, not this past season, but the one before, where Strahan got his number retired, and that's where I got this.
Bet. That's what's up. So, hey, man. So obviously you're. Hey, MJ, can you hear us? Matt, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Well, we can hear you. We just can't see you, so we'll work with it. It'll be okay.
We're working on trying to get
We'll work it out. So we'll just keep you in here. Obviously, we can hear you. It may not be a bad thing that we can't see you neither.
Take your hat off and show the world.
I'm gonna leave you alone, dog. But no. So Randy's in the building with us. Obviously, he drops a lot of questions and things on the page. So he jumped into the messenger, was like, "Yo, Mar, man, let me jump on the pod with you." I was like, "Well, hell, come on, man, let's go." So y'all know how it is. Hey, if you ever want to be on the pod, just drop a little message. Hey, we'll make room for you because we love talking sports. That's the point of the Facebook page, and that's the point of this podcast, man. Is just talking sports. So, Randy, man, we just had game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, my guy. First of all, before it started, who was you going with? Was you going with Denver? Was you going with LA? And then kind of give me like your breakdown of the first 2 games so far.
All right, so after watching game 1, I can't imagine anybody looking at game 1 and then going with the Lakers after that, because for the first 3 quarters of game 1, it didn't look like they were even playing the same game. Like, it didn't look like the Lakers even belonged on the court with them. It looked like they were playing like a D-League team. And then the Lakers tried to come back in the end, but Denver just outmatched them, and they were just a better team. So I expected Denver to win this one, which they did end up winning, but this one was much more competitive.
Yeah, definitely much more competitive, for sure.
I think it's kind of ironic that it was more competitive because LeBron played way worse in game 2.
He did. I agree.
Anthony Davis played way worse in game 2.
Yes. That's crazy that you bring that up because the big difference between game 1 and 2, obviously the Lakers started slow in game 1, and the Nuggets came out firing on all cylinders. And it wasn't just Jokic. It was literally all 5 starters scored in double figures in game 1, and they were just on fire. I mean, they just literally, there were some shots in the fourth quarter that both Jokic and Jamal Murray had made, and all you can do is just shake your head. You're like, well, I mean, what the hell do we do? We're guarding the hell out of them. I will say this: Darvin Ham made a good defensive adjustment late in game 1. My only knock is he made it too late in the game. He should have made that adjustment in like second quarter, halftime, and that probably could have made that hill for the Lakers to climb a little bit less hectic. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because they tried to do the double team, and I don't mind if you double team Jokic. You just got to be quicker with it. As the ball is getting passed to Jokic, your second man needs to be already there.
Yeah, because you
know
know
what I'm
that once
saying?
you double team him, you leave somebody else open. He's gonna
Exactly.
find that open guy.
Yeah.
So you always have to be careful that you can't commit people to him too hard to the point where they're leaving somebody open because you have
can't do it.
an all-star playmaker.
Yeah.
So that's a big problem. And yeah, no, I totally agree with the adjustment. And it looks like they were aware of that in this one. Because I mean, Lakers started really aggressive in this one. They tried not to do the slow start again. So they started getting the lead, but then the Nuggets capitalized and they took control of it again. In game one, also, I mean, if we're talking like game 1 to game 2 fall offs, Jokic kind of had a bit of a fall off between game 1 and game 2. Jokic was like Michael Jordan levels of dominant in game 1. And in game 2, he was just good. He was still good. Jamal Murray was really the one that solidified it for them in this game.
Oh, without a doubt. And not only did Jamal Murray, he had big points in game 1 and he had big points in here game 2. I agree with you that there is a drop off on Jokic. Obviously, not as efficient as he normally is with his shooting in this game.
Still very good.
Still very good. He's still, triple double, still adding in the 12 assists, 17 boards. So he's still being effective in so many other departments, and that's what's dangerous about Jokic. And I said this going into this series, the moment that you start letting Jokic getting all these triple doubles is going to spell bad news for the Lakers, is because you have to worry about Jokic on the scoring tip. Now you got to worry about him getting his team involved. Now you got to worry about him cleaning up the glass. And I don't know what's going on, but they can't stop. They got to stop letting Jokic getting these second chance rebounds and these second chance opportunities. He's killing them on the offensive board, bro. He's killing them on the glass, period. But damn, the moment that you get all these second chance opportunities, all you're doing is taking away points from you and you're giving away points to them. That's all you're doing, and it's killing me. Thomas jumped in. No, my man Kofi, he wild. He's a New York Knicks fan. He goes, let's be honest, it's a conspiracy. It's about money, more games, more money for the team. If they can prolong this series, everyone gets paid. And yes, I agree with you on that one. But let me ask you this, Randy: should the Lakers be like? Should they be freaking out right now? They're down 0-2. Should they be freaking out?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do, because if LeBron keeps having his shooting slumps, which he's been having all postseason, and it was at about its worst this game, where he was shooting 3-point bricks one after another, not learning his lesson and just trying to shoot it again. Whether you have Anthony Davis's kind of inconsistent, like he'll have an amazing game and then he'll have a bad game. D'Angelo Russell. I don't even know what D'Angelo Russell does for the team. He doesn't seem to be doing much of anything.
Oh my God! Don't.
I don't even know what he does there.
Yo, don't get me started on D'Lo. And I see Thomas Scott already roasted his ass already. Says D'Lo was talking trash and gets cooked by Bruce Brown. My thing is with D'Lo, man, is like you were supposed to be one of these key pieces in this turnaround of the Lakers after they made all these trades, got all these, Vanderbilt, D'Lo, got Mo Bamba, Hachimura, and I got to give Hachimura his flowers. If he doesn't do what he does in the first half, this game is a complete wash, dog. It's a dog walk.
Honestly, sit Russell, have Hachimura start, give him more minutes.
Why not?
Yeah, he absolutely carried the game for the first half when everybody on the Lakers kind of shut down. He was
Bron
the one that was keeping them competitive.
AD couldn't make no points. That's all in the first half. That Hachimura literally carried that squad. And I'm with you. What? Now here's an adjustment that Darvin Ham has to create. He has to create this. He has to go ahead and you got to roll with what's hot. And D'Lo's cold. D'Lo's so cold right now.
Yeah.
offensively and defensively. He's right now. He's a liability on both ends of the court. And
Bro, he's an ornament.
crazy.
He's an ornament. He's just there for decoration. He doesn't actually do anything.
Bro, he had what? He had 8 points in the first game, and then last night what he had? Tonight he had 10.
He had 10, and he had a negative box score. I think of like a negative plus minus of 10 in this game,
16.
Which is bad.
16. That's even worse.
16. Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah, it's even worse.
So
what's up, Randy? How you doing? I'm
good, man.
So he's not being efficient on offense, and he's not being efficient on offense. If you're not efficient on both ends of the court, you're right, Randy. This guy is a tree ornament. Like he's just there for decoration, and it's not really nothing. I mean, I don't know. I can't explain. I can't explain. Now that I can't forgive Darvin Ham for. Like you gotta realize right now, off of what you've been getting for him. And the dude played 36 minutes? Oh, no, 33 minutes.
33 minutes, yeah. And they made no adjustments to switch him out with Hachiyama or just honestly just anybody. Like, see what anybody can do at that point.
It's trash.
Who played 36 minutes?
D'Lo.
Wow.
D'Lo did. And he's been dogging it the last 2 games. Now, here's one thing that's really irking me with Darvin Ham. All right, so you want to slow down Jokic, right? Obviously, I think they did a better job of him slowing him down, shooting wise, efficiency. They still didn't slow down the rebounds, and they didn't slow down the assists. You got to make him work. So if you bring a bum like Tristan Thompson in on your roster, this is the perfect opportunity to. Tristan Thompson, you got 0 fouls? What? That's what I need you for. You got 6 of them. You come on Jokic, rough him up, slow him down. Come on. That's I don't have no other use for you on this team but to do that. And you got 0 personal fouls? What are we doing?
Speaking of fouls, what we have to talk about the 2 probably biggest moments of the game, 2 biggest individual moments. One is the flagrant foul from D'Lo onto Murray. Did you guys believe that it was a flagrant foul, or do you think that it was a bad call?
It's one of those things where you see the refs. I don't want to say they're directly injecting themselves into the equation, but you can see, like, all right, the way you're calling it, if you just want a certain outcome, just say it. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't know. It's like they picking and choosing when they calling things flagrant or not. So like, if you're picking and choosing when to call it flagrant, as in it doesn't fit your criteria of what a flagrant foul is, then let them go. Like I'm just not kidding. I think the NBA needs to define. They say they got true definitions of what a flagrant is, but give me like examples of what a flagrant foul is, because by definition, you're like, that's a flagrant foul. And then sometimes you're like, okay, that's a flagrant. And then they don't turn into a flagrant. So it's like, you're not consistent with it enough for me to get a gauge on, as a fan, on what you are, refs who are supposed to be, I guess, the spokesperson of the rule. And I don't know where your meter's at on what you consider flagrant. It's just weird.
Yeah, I totally agree. And like what I always hear from like older fans, like fans from like the 90s and further back, is how soft this era is and how like foul culture and
Randy, you got to admit it is kind of soft.
You're right. That's what I was gonna say. They're totally right about it.
And Randy, I don't know how old you are, but I'm a little bit older than Lamar. So me going back to watching basketball is
a little.
Motherfucker, no, you ain't. Don't lie. But I started getting into the NBA in the late 80s, early 90s. Man, in order to get a technical foul, you really had to throw blows on people. You could close on somebody, you could get a personal foul.
I know.
Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, any of them guys drive to the lane, they get knocked on their ass and they ain't not being called.
Yeah.
You do it nowadays, they're looking at flagrant 1, flagrant 2, looking to throw you out the goddamn game.
It's honestly like it's it makes the sport sometimes unwatchable, and there really isn't like football has a bunch of annoying flags, but it's such a physical sport that it can kind of still be entertaining anyway. Like it doesn't completely ruin it. But honestly, when the refs get involved, it kind of ruins it for me in basketball because it's just so much. It's so stupid. Like all the goaltending calls they gave to Anthony Davis when he blocked shots. Like, how dare you be good at blocking shots? It's like just let them play basketball. Like, why do you keep doing this? And it's like I think the NBA has to eventually realize that they need to bring that down because I know that this is a common complaint from the fan base.
Oh yeah. AP says, I noticed tonight Jokic, his spin move is nice. That's one move I won't take away from him. Other than that, he still moves slow as shit on everything else he does. I don't know how the hell he has a quick spin move, but he does. And then back to LeBron is the king of flopping. Yeah, he
don't AP, don't get me started.
Please don't get MJ on that. Don't get MJ started. I will say this. He had a great flop against was it Jokic?
Jokic,
yeah. I was like, come on, LeBron. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like,
I know the acting was incredible. It was Oscar worthy. He was pushed slightly. He was like, oh no.
Thomas Scott got a great question. He says, who do you put on MPJ? He is killing the Lakers on screen and off threes. That's the problem. That's the problem. They don't have a I mean, really think about it. You can't put AD on him because I actually like AD's defense on Jokic. Yeah. It's just that
you need it.
Yeah, you need it. If you're going to do the double, like I said earlier, do it either earlier in the possession and quicker before the ball gets there, and you got to make sure that you affect his game. The only thing is, so obviously you leave AD on Jokic. Probably my next suggestion is possibly put LeBron on MPJ. The only problem is that MPJ is obviously younger. He's going to have more bounce in his legs, and so it's going to force. I got you, MJ. We're going to get to it after this. The only problem is if you put MPJ or LeBron on MPJ, you're going to have to force LeBron to do some work on both ends on the floor. And right now, in LeBron's stage of his career, you want him primarily wasting all his energy and effort on offense. Let's be honest. So you don't want to be losing. You don't want to sacrifice his scoring opportunities and wasting it on defense. But you still have to play defense because Porter Jr. He's good. He's talented. If he can stay healthy and stay on the court on a regular basis, you're looking at an all-star easily, an all-star on a regular basis easily. That's how good the guy is. And then this is one of the things that really drove me crazy with this matchup with the Nuggets and Lakers is the size. I mean, Porter Jr. 6'10", and people really are shocked by that. He's 6'10".
Yeah. He doesn't feel like a big guy.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like a big guy, but he's big. He's 6'10". And then you got
you said this a couple of nights ago at the very beginning of the playoffs before the seedings came out that you didn't want Lakers to face up with the Nuggets.
Yeah, it's the size
prior
thing.
to this.
Well, because look, you got Porter Jr., you got Aaron Gordon, and you got Jokic all down there. So Porter Jr. 6'10", Aaron Gordon is about 6'8", 6'9", and then you got Jokic who's 7 foot. Okay, so look at the Lakers to combat that. Yeah, you got AD, and then you got LeBron. Vanderbilt 6'8", Hachimura is 6'8". I mean, you're still coming up short against those three other guys. So then you got a lanky KCP, who's your probably your at this point he's either playing shooting guard at this point because obviously you got Jamal Murray at the point, and he's more of a shooting guard playing point guard.
Yeah. So
I mean, you got to have defense to match up with that. So you're probably going to either put Vanderbilt or Hachimura on Jamal Murray because D'Lo can't do it. He's showing that. Schroeder, oh my God, Schroeder was killing me because he keeps going under the screen. Stop going under the screen. Sorry, I'm a Lakers fan, and every time I see Schroeder, I'm just like, bro, get the hell out of here. Like, with your defense is trash right now. So
So you had a team in this one, like you had one that you.
Yeah, but Randy, I've been picking against them the whole playoffs. It's just because I didn't know if the Lakers had enough time to gel after they made the trades. Because after they made the trades, they did get better defensively, they did get better shooting wise. But the thing is if you look at it record wise, they kind of was almost like a 500 team after All-Star break because they would win some, then they would lose some, win some, lose some.
Yeah.
But Anthony Davis had a good stretch down the season. He pretty much carried them into the play-in. So
let me break this down to you, Randy. I'm going to tell you what Lamar did. Lamar had no hope for the Lakers early on in the season.
Zero.
He did not think they were going to make the play-in tournament.
Oh, I didn't either.
So they go on a run. They somehow get the 7th seed. He picks against them in the first round against what was that, Memphis?
Memphis, yeah.
Picked against them in the first round against Memphis.
I did too.
Okay. Picked against them against Golden State.
Yeah.
So now they face Denver. And
I went against them again.
And he picks the Lakers. Now you see my trend that I'm trying to go with here.
Yeah.
You pick the Lakers to lose, they win. You pick the Lakers to lose, they win. You pick the Lakers to win, they're gonna lose. Keep that trend going, bro. Keep that gravy train rolling.
You keep that gravy train going. Oh man.
Keep it going. And what did Melly Mel say early on? If they lose 2,
hey, he said it's over. He said it's over if they go down 0-2. Yeah, but hold on. Reason why I say it's not over is because of this. You're not losing by crazy margins. Now, don't get me wrong. You can't have off nights from AD and LeBron. Both of them can't have off nights together. Nope. Either one's got to be on, or they both got to be on. But they both can't be off. So that's not conducive for them. Anytime Achimura is your leading scorer going in the half, I was like, uh-oh. Like,
yeah, it's like you're doomed. Yeah.
I was like,
And here's the thing about AD, and I've always said this about AD. He should be the best player in the league. He should be the perfect player.
Man, you hit the word should.
Should be. He's like, if you were to make a basketball player in a lab, they would probably end up being basically like AD. You know, big, strong guy, can shoot, elite defender, elite finisher in the rim. He should be perfect. But whatever is going on, whatever intangible that he doesn't have, keeps him from maintaining that level of consistency that the game he had in game 1. Why is that not his game every single game? It should be. He has all the talent for it to be.
Yeah. I mean, hey, whenever you can find that answer, Randy, please let me know, and then I would sell it to AD himself on trying to figure out on why he can't be consistent with and that was the crazy thing, because he actually did go on a good run to really carry this team to the play-in, because remember, Braun was sitting.
Yeah, he was.
And
since
not
the
only
All-Star game.
Yeah. And not only was Braun sitting, Braun was like, well, AD keep rocking. I'm not gonna rock the boat. These new players, after we got the trade, they put in work. I'm not gonna rock the boat. I'll just be ready for playing tournament. Then he came back like the last couple of games before playing tournament, as LeBron was expected to do, just to knock the rust off.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and the flip side of that too is like, yeah, you were not rocking the boat because it was working, but also you weren't getting experience playing with those players. Yeah. So it's a double-edged sword. It is.
As Thomas says, almost pretty much the same exact thing as you put it in there. Because Braun missed 5 straight, 3 in a row. It killed all the momentum in the game today. And
I think he shot 0-6 from 3, if I'm not mistaken.
And he didn't learn. He just kept doing it.
Yeah. Trust me, Randy. Me and MJ said that on the show numerous times. We understand that you guys want to shoot the 3. That's part of your new change in the NBA. But if you're not making them, stop shooting them. You can't. You're killing yourself.
If you're not a 3-point shooter, don't shoot them.
Well, that's
maybe like 1 or 2 3 tops, but.
See, but that's my main point, MJ. LeBron's never been a consistent 3-point shooter as a person that you say, oh man, he's a sniper. Better get a hand in his face. You ain't never thought of LeBron like that behind the 3-point arc like that.
Yeah,
So,
AD's a better shooter than he is. Why did if after the first miss, why wasn't he like, okay, let me give the ball to AD if we're gonna be playing that play? Or
Hey.
or even just try something else. But he threw 3 bricks in a row.
I don't know, man. Here's the thing with the Lakers, because I even heard Darvin Ham kind of mention to it earlier in the season, and almost preseason. He says this team we're going to have to run the offense through AD. Okay, well, can you continue that then?
Mm-hmm.
Like, LeBron, we understand what you are and what you've done in the NBA. It's okay if you can still be effective in the game and make sure you get all the assists you can, but make sure that AD gets the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go away from what got you there.
Yeah, and
Also,
also, do you want to? Let's talk about the other big moment of the game, the LeBron dunk. You guys both saw that?
Yeah.
I did not.
LeBron had a completely open dunk, and I guess the ball just slipped out of his hand while nobody was near him, and he ended up falling past the hoop.
He completely whiffed on, and it was a crucial moment.
Mm-hmm.
It was in a crucial moment. He was at the rim, like literally. That's LeBron's game, is get to the cup. He was at the cup.
He was there, and no one was anywhere near him. Everyone was on the other side of the court.
Come on, man. And then he missed the with the lay-in late in the game. I don't know what the hell that was. Come on, man. I don't know. I'm still not. Reason why I'm not worried that I think this still is a series is because at the end of the day, you still got to trust LeBron's championship makeup that he's built with, the true leadership. I'm not a MJ will tell you I'm not a big LeBron fan, but he is the best leader in all of NBA. He knows how to lead a team.
True.
All right,
absolutely.
I compare him to Tom Brady. There's people that don't like Tom Brady, but he's a good leader. Yeah, I don't like Brady either. Trust. So, as much as I feel what I feel for LeBron, I feel the same thing about Brady. I respect your talent. I respect your greatness. You're not my GOAT, but I respect your leadership. But anytime I can name people better than you, that can't make you the GOAT. Just saying.
True.
But it's one of those things right there where we'll see how they make the adjustments, and how they going back to LA. It does matter that it's going back to LA, because then we can finally get a true diagnostic on how the Lakers are going to be. Thomas says, question, how is Bron's ankle going forward? That shit looked like it hurt. he's always kind of tweaked his ankles quite often. The thing is that tweaking your ankle at 38 hurts a lot more than tweaking your ankle at 25. So I would keep an eye on it for sure. You got to. It probably slowed him down. That's probably what helped contribute to a very pedestrian game from LeBron tonight. That might have helped. You know what I'm saying? A rebound shy of a triple-double. I mean, yeah, he still put in the stats, but he definitely could have done a lot more, probably shot more, a little bit efficient, and stopped trying to throw up the threes when you're not making them. But we're going to talk some more basketball, but real quick, we didn't get a chance to kick the show off with the Jersey Boy jersey reveal, but we're going to get it in right now because my man got a special jersey. I ain't even going to lie. My man MJ, he's going to use the show as a reason to get more jerseys and try to, not get in trouble with the missus. And I don't blame him. So, I told him, just go ahead, tell the missus that this is for work purposes. So without further ado,
as you can see, the tag is still on it. Yeah,
the tag is still on it. He just got that joint right out the mail. So
Mitchell and Ness right out the press.
Mitchell and Ness. So without further ado, my man got the we're gonna have a little Jersey Boy jersey reveal. I see pinstripe, so he's going Yankees. I'm kidding. Y'all already know who it is. But y'all just gonna have to guess. Obviously, y'all know it's Yankees. So do you haters hate me? Oh, hey, where'd you go, Matt? He's gonna come on back. So here's your hint. Think of Yankees. Think of. I'm trying to go back the years. He's a former manager of the Yankees. Former manager of the Yankees. Former player of the Yankees. His last managing job was in Florida, the Florida Marlins. So those are hints I'm giving you. So without further ado, MJ's back in the building. Give it to him, big dog. Give him the jersey. Oh, he got the fitted to go with it. Go ahead, give it to him, dog. Yeah. Oh, we got Donnie Baseball, the Don Mattingly Yankees pinstripe jersey. There it is. Our Jersey boy jersey reveal. Hey, he had y'all fooled for a second. I tried to give y'all as many clues as I possibly could without trying to be
Don't forget the Mickey Mantle patch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, got the Mickey Mantle patch. That should have been a dead giveaway. Yeah, Thomas was on it. Yeah, got the Donnie Baseball jersey. Don Mattingly. That's our Jersey boy jersey reveal of the night.
My favorite baseball player of all time.
Hey, man. Hey, you know what's crazy?
My boy and your boy.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Mattingly's still not in the Hall of Fame, right?
No, sir.
Yeah, that's a crime. I know why they're punishing him. They're saying he didn't do it long enough. He had too much short range. Yeah, but come on, man.
If you're gonna put Calvin Johnson in the NFL, you gotta look at what Don Mattingly did. His body of work.
I get what you're saying, but I don't know.
And his back gave out on him. It's not like he just fell into the wind.
Well, I don't know if we got the same voters for football and baseball. So if you do, then have that same energy. That's all I'm saying. I'm with you though, but Donnie Baseball should be in the Hall of Fame in my opinion. Because look at it this way: when you tell the stories of the Yankees, that time that he played, you have to bring up Don Mattingly. You know what I'm saying? You kind of have to.
The dude was a hit machine, bro.
I'm just saying. I think you got to bring up Don Mattingly anytime you talk about the history of the Yankees, and that's the most historic franchise in baseball. Got to put him in there. Anyway,
he was called the Hitman for a reason. I used to have his picture on the back of my door. He's standing there in a suit holding like a fucking Tommy gun.
Yeah, Don the Hitman Hart. That's what it was, dog.
Don the Hitman Hart. You on that shit again?
No, hey man. Hey, first of all, look. Okay,
you said Don the Hitman Hart.
Yes, I know. I'm talking. It was a playoff for Brett the Hitman Hart. Come on, man. It was just a playoff of it.
All right. I was like, huh?
Yeah, it was just a playoff of it, for my wrestling heads out there. But anyway, let's get back to some basketball because, damn it, the Miami Heat, Randy, man, they are doing some things that they just shouldn't be doing.
It's pretty historic stuff right now. They're the first play-in team to beat the first seed, right?
Yeah,
first ever to do that, and then they beat the Knicks, which I'm still mad about. And now I think they're probably gonna end up beating the Celtics because it just makes sense for like the story of it, I just have this feeling that.
Hey Randy, before we get too deep off in it, I want you to have your time, have your moment, have your chance to rant with your Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Why are you doing this to me, LeVar?
I'm just saying, you had your chance to rant about your Knicks, and obviously Randy's a lover of the Knicks. I just wanted to have his opportunity to rant.
All right, I'm gonna remember this. May 18th. I am gonna remember this shit.
All right. It's rant time. Fuck Jimmy Butler for what he did to the Knicks, and what? Also,
back up. What'd you say? How'd you start it off?
Fuck Jimmy Butler for what he did to the Knicks. And also, fuck Joel Embiid and James Harden for what they did to the Nets. This should be a Knicks-Nets Eastern Conference, and I will never forgive any of them for it.
Yeah, I ain't forgiving nobody.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Yeah, those big flopping babies and James Harden with his man boobs. Fuck all of them. And his bald spots.
Oh goodness, I can't with y'all. Y'all wild, dog.
A different breed, man.
Yo,
Different breed.
that's so funny. I can't even combat it. I'm just like, yo, that's hilarious, bro.
Mhm. But okay, but I just wanted to get that out of the way. Want to get that off my chest. Say it with my whole chest. and
You
get it out
good
of
now.
the
You
ether.
good now. You good now.
I'm good. Now, that being said, I think the Heat is going to win this. I just kind of have this weird feeling like if they can beat the Bucks, they should also be able to beat the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like I'm not looking at it in like an analytics way because I don't feel like I can because they just beat the Bucks. So
Yeah.
like all the analytics has to be thrown out the window. Like this is just like
right out the window.
this is
ASAP.
just like a Jimmy Butler. Like I've decided I'm going to be better than everyone, even though nobody expected that, and that's just what's going to end up happening. And he's going to get to the finals.
MJ, you ready to jump in here yet, or you need some time?
Trying to get me fucking riled up, dude.
No, I'm not trying to get you riled up. You know, I would never do such a thing to ever like entice you to get, high blood pressure or anything like that. Come on, bro.
Nah.
Never.
There's clearly some underlying thing that this inside joke that I'm not in on.
No, is no.
He buried my Knicks two nights ago. He gave the whole 21 gun salute, played the song, the whole fucking nine.
Yeah, I had to play some time the other day, bro. We had a funeral for the Knicks, bro. We had to say our last regards. Hey, for the most part, MJ dumped all the dirt on him. I pretty much just threw the last rose on him. That's it.
My point is, the other night was the burial, right?
Yeah.
So why you gonna wait 2 days to finish the funeral?
I was just, trying to have our guests have our time. It was a spur in a moment thing. I like to, pivot sometimes in the show, and I just felt that was a way that the show had to go. That's all.
I mean, we're gonna have to have a funeral for your Lakers too after the Nuggets sweep them.
Trust.
Hey, trust MJ is going to be he's going to be the director. He's going to give a eulogy. He's going to give everything. He's going to be so involved for that funeral if it happens.
That's right. I'm a be the pallbearer. I'm a lay LeBron down into the dirt because after the season his time is up.
I'm going to be the dude cranking the fucking thing. Make sure he's going down. Like, dude, retire.
Yeah. You can't make an open dunk / layup, like it's time. Like,
I mean, it happens quite often, but it's just better when it's him that does it.
Yeah, matter of fact, I think LeBron could probably give MJ probably like $150,000 right now, pay off all his debt, and MJ will still find a reason to hate the guy.
Okay, you're a big LeBron hater. I'm not even a LeBron hater. I'm just using him as leverage here.
What'd you say, MJ?
I can't stand him.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him neither, but I'm at least willing to, be honest about his greatness. You ain't giving him credit for not a damn thing. So, there's a slight difference in the level of dislike of LeBron between me and MJ.
They fucking cater to him. I know the guy's got skills. Not denying that. But they cater to that sumbitch, man. You can't tell me that they didn't.
Hey.
Allowing him to use his big ass frame to push people out the way, bully people down the lane, yoke on motherfuckers left and right, easy layups. Because ain't nobody want to go up against that.
Well,
Plus, you could do the 3 steps now. 3-step and then a jump step. So,
You
he
mean
takes
travel?
one fucking step inside the 3-point line and he's laying the ball in without putting the ball on the floor.
How dare you admit that the NBA is letting guys travel? How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna give him
worse than travel,
if we're gonna go after him for using his size to push people and also for traveling, like what about Giannis?
Oh, that was about to be the next name. So I'm like,
yeah, Giannis does both of those things openly.
Hell, Jokic.
I don't. I mean, you're using your body, and I agree with that. Like you can do that, but nobody's willing to body up with these dudes. Like send them to the fucking floor and send a message.
Yeah, no,
there's nothing wrong with a hard foul.
Agreed.
Come on, a hard foul is a technical foul in 2023, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're asking for technicals then? Okay, I mean that's fine. I'm fine with it.
Well, that's a technical. I'm looking for ejection then.
Oh, trust me, they're not shy.
We've talked about John Morant. Bro, you ever try to? I mean, obviously I'm smaller than John Morant, but if you ever try to yoke on me the way he does and try to put his balls in my face, bro, that motherfucker's getting flipped upside down. And he ain't getting that shot off. You ain't trying to posterize me, dude. I'm gonna let you know who the fuck I am.
I'm a motherfucker.
Level your ass. I'm gonna try to teach you a message. Like, don't come back here.
It's true.
Go develop a jump shot.
Yeah, I wish players weren't punished for doing that, or playing any kind of defense whatsoever.
At least let them play a little bit of defense, like hand check a little bit, or at least let them body up on somebody. Like they're so quick to fucking call these petty little fouls.
Yeah,
let the guys play, man. It's a physical game. You can't take all the things. There's gonna be times where you got to post up hard and make a hard move. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Meanwhile, and I heard someone say this once, like if you compare that what happens in basketball to hockey, like people just punching the shit out of each other is just a normal accepted part of the sport in hockey. Meanwhile, in basketball, if someone accidentally trips over your foot, you get ejected from the game. It's so weird how that kind of thing happens so differently in both of them.
And I mean, funny, all they do is get like a 5-minute major for fighting.
Hey man,
like Charles Barkley said, if he was able to go to center court and what do you say? Give me like 3 minutes one-on-one with whoever.
No, I think he was referring to like a fan jumps off and like does something wild and crazy at a game. Like the players should be allowed 5 minutes with a fan and just beat the snot out of them.
I'm down for that.
I'm not opposed to it. If that's what brings the fans from stop, being ridiculous at ball games, then yeah, I'm all for it. But back to this, you
either fight them at center court, or you don't come back here.
No, just take your ass over. Just take it. You can come back to the game, but realize you're gonna get your ass beat again if you do some dumb shit again.
Yeah, no, for real.
But not all players can fight.
Yeah, bet you nobody would disrespect the players after that. No, those fans don't have the balls to do it, knowing that they're gonna have to back it up after that.
No.
Dude, imagine if a fan fucking knocked out Russell Westbrook at half court.
That'd be amazing.
All these people he's getting altercations with in the fans. And he's like, give me 5 minutes with you at half court.
I would laugh my ass off.
At half court, hits him with like a fucking 2-piece, and he's done.
But back to this Heat in Boston. I actually did pick Boston to win this series, but I went 7, and the reason why I went 7 is just because they did exactly what they did in game 1 is they keep playing with their food, keep leaving the door open when you know for a fact that Boston by far is the better team, but they keep messing with damn Jimmy Butler. Don't leave the door open. That guy is such a competitive spirit, and I love watching him play because he's going to put maximum effort, especially in the playoffs. Obviously he hits the switch. Jimmy Butler in the regular season, he just does enough to make sure that his team is in striking distance to make the playoffs. Now, playoff Jimmy is a different animal. He's a different beast. He hits another switch. His team follows his lead. And I said this on the Man Cave Sports Podcast. I got to give Spo. I got to give Coach Spo his credit. Got to give Coach Spo his love. You talk about a man that started from the bottom, now he's here. So he started in the film room, makes his way to head coach position, gets 2 rings out of 4 finals with the big 3. And then a lot of people was ready to write him off like, oh, well, you had big 3. There's no way you're a good coach. And then year after year after year after year after year, he keeps the Heat in at least the conversation to at least come out the East. At least
he keeps them relevant.
Yeah.
It's true. No, it's true. And Jimmy Butler's basically the opposite of Embiid and Harden. Whereas like he'll in the regular season he's like good enough, and then he goes into the playoffs and then he becomes like an elite player. Whereas they do the opposite. It's interesting, that kind of thing that happens where it's just like, I know you have this talent level, but just in these circumstances, all of a sudden you're so much better or you're so much worse. And
it's a weird dynamic.
Himmy Butler is that guy.
I didn't look at it that way, Randy, until you broke it down like that. He's direct opposite of what Harden and Embiid do. Like Jimmy will probably he'll probably never win a regular season MVP. Probably never will. Damn it, when it comes to playoff time, I bet you he's going to be one of the Final 4 teams because he has that competitive spirit in him. His team feeds off of it, and you put all that combination with Eric Spoelstra, who, like I said, was in the film room of the organization before he even became an assistant and became head coach. So guess what? He knows how to break down film on opponents.
Yep.
So he's gonna come out with a formula to beat you in a 7-game series.
Jim is him.
Yeah, I mean,
Himmy buckets.
Himmy buckets, man. I mean, that's MJ. Jump in here, man. How do you feel about this Heat Celtics game 1? Obviously, the Heat pretty much had control of this game, and how you see the rest of the series going, man.
I don't think game 1 made too much of a difference. Because I also had this going 7 regardless. So there's going to be a lot of back and forth winning on each other's home court, in my opinion.
Fair.
At the end of the day, can Jimmy keep this up by himself for another series, and then into the finals, doing this a lot by himself?
I think it depends in this series. I think it depends a lot on Tatum, because Tatum's also been really inconsistent the postseason, and he wasn't great in the game the Heat beat him in. So if he doesn't step it up, I think they win this series. I think Tatum is going to be a big deciding factor in whether they win or not.
What I'm saying is, let's say they push this to a game 7. So that's back-to-back game 7 series. You had a 6-game series, and then you go to the finals. Like, how much does he got left in the tank, and what about everybody else?
They're
overexerting themselves by playing so many games.
It's true. I don't have them beating. If they get to the finals, I don't have them beating the Nuggets. I think if the Nuggets get to the finals, which it looks like they're probably going to, I have them winning the whole thing, regardless of who meets them. That's my stance right now.
I won't be surprised the Nuggets win it, because here's my thing. I think the Nuggets need to win it because, Jokic, back-to-back MVPs, finished second this year. Now you got Jamal Murray 100% healthy. And I'm not saying
he has been the key.
Yeah, of course. Jamal Murray has definitely been the key. But my thing is, when you add all this together and you're looking at the mismatch that they have in the advantage in size that they got over the Lakers, you should win this series. You should. And my thing is at some point that pressure has to either burst pipes or make diamonds out of this Nuggets franchise. They either got to win it, or honestly, we've seen coaches getting fired that been having good teams lately and getting clipped. Doc Rivers, Budenholzer won a championship 3 years ago. Monty Williams, Nick Nurse won a championship 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
So, hey, even coaches who are winning are getting clipped. So Mike Malone, so for me, Mike Malone has been there long enough. You've had the teams, you've had the number one seeds, you've had the back-to-back MVP and Jokic. At some point, you either gonna be part of that whole coaching community that has success and still getting clipped, or you go win the championship and you cool off the fire on your seat.
Yeah,
to me, I think you got to have some kind of pressure on the Nuggets.
I get that. I know that that's a thing that's happening to coaches a lot. I think that Malone is different than Rivers in that I don't think, because here's the thing. Before this season, Jokic's supporting cast had a negative record when he wasn't on the court,
True.
which implies to me that Jokic didn't have a great supporting cast. So despite them playing basically as well as they possibly could, I think them not getting a ring in that context is excusable because it's the result of them just not having the proper talent all around when just relying on Jokic. Now they have it. So I think they should win the ring. If they don't, I think it would be a bit of recency bias on their end to get rid of Malone just because they didn't win the finals after winning the 1 seed in the West and then going all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
They might do it, but if it were me, I wouldn't immediately jump to changing the system just because of that.
I'd say highly unlikely that Malone loses his job.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's pretty safe in Denver.
I do agree with you, but however, I didn't see those other three coaches: Budenhauser, Monty, Doc. Well, okay, I'm lying about Doc. We saw that coming.
yeah. No, we saw that coming.
I'm sorry, we saw Doc coming. Hey, and he it's not all of his fault. I mean, you got to put some blame on James. You got to put some blame on Embiid. You the MVP, dog. I don't care what you say. You the MVP, dog. Like you
5 for 18.
Come on, say it again, Randy.
5 for 18.
Come on, you the MVP, dog. Like, come on. You
think about this for a second. Phoenix, new owners.
Yeah.
Milwaukee, new owners.
They want their guy. It happens in just about every corporate type of environment. When there's a new regime come in, they want their guys. They'll put up with what they bought in the beginning.
And what's his name from Philly? Daryl Morey, right? He's only been in Philly, like 2 years?
Couple years. Brought James again. He loved him in Houston.
He's been there a shorter time than Rivers.
But here's a factor that I think doesn't really get discussed in some of these firings. Okay, so we saw Doc coming. I'm not going to use him. Budenhauser. So you pretty much been living and dying by Giannis. I mean, your supporting cast is Drew Holiday. Don't get me wrong, good defensively, good facilitator.
Mm-hmm.
But you are the most inconsistent offensive player I've ever seen. You'll go 9 for 22 with 18 points, and majority of it came from the free throw line. And then the game, remember Matt? He had the game against the Pacers, had the 51. And what did you say?
That he's gonna probably follow it up with a game with like 8 points.
And what was the next game? Was the night that Boston came and clapped their cheeks and blew them out double digits, and he had like pedestrian less than 10 points or something like that.
Nine, I think he came
like
up
9
with
points or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're giving Giannis, and then you give Middleton, who missed half the season and has some injury issues, but then when he is on the court, he's almost just like another Drew Holiday, where he does some things well, but you're inconsistent on the offensive side.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still relying on Giannis to be all of your offensive production, and you better hope that Bobby Portis and Lopez are having a good night.
Mm-hmm.
And they're feeling real good to chip in 20, 25 points.
And here's another thing, and I think it's a very overlooked thing, and people don't want to talk about it. And I've talked about it in the group, and immediately everybody claps back at me about it. Giannis's limitations offensively to just being someone who attacks the basket, who can't really do anything else offensively, I think is a big hindrance on their ability to become a dynasty, because he has a good supporting cast. At least defensively, he has a great supporting cast.
Mm-hmm.
But their strategy of Giannis big, run at the basket, and basically if that doesn't work, then you're screwed, is going to be a limitation for them. And that's, you can't be that limited to just basically one strategy of getting the ball in the hoop, even if you're really good at it. Because once you have someone who can defend you, someone who's of comparable size defending you, then his shooting issues, I think, were a big underlooked reason why they didn't win the series.
Yeah. No, and you bring up a great point, Randy, because I've said that about even Giannis. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like Giannis. I love his talent. I love what he does. He does play defense. So I'm a guy that likes guys that play both ends. I like two-way players. And Giannis, I consider him a two-way player.
Yes.
And he's an elite two-way player. But you are right about the limitations of his offensive thing, because yes, has it been improving? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that his still needs improvement, because when you do that, when you just run full speed at the bucket, but then when you run into teams like Miami, who's going to build that wall in the whole paint, and they're going to clog it up and be like, okay, get past all of that then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go ahead. And then he's forced to kick it out, and your shooters better be on tonight.
Yeah.
You can't rely on that to win a championship.
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong, it worked 1 year. Bravo. It worked 1 year.
Uh-huh.
But ever since then, you haven't been able to duplicate it, because you're still running it back with the same roster. You're still running it back with the same offense.
Mm-hmm.
When, all right, Giannis, go get it. All right, they're clogging the paint, kick it.
Yeah. And like, what would they have done? Like the Cavs are a good example. Like, best interior defense in the league. You have Mobley and Allen there. What would Giannis have done then? Because they can defend him, and so it's not like he would have had a second option.
And then that's why I say it kind of handcuffs Budenholzer, and he's the fall guy. So I probably would have kept Budenholzer. I just would have, been like, yo, Giannis, you really got to get in the lab, and you got to get this. You got to get your mid range at least. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about getting a 3-point, but let's master the mid range, because the mid range is such a forgotten art in the NBA, and it's easy buckets. The mid range is such easy buckets. If you just, like, Tim Duncan carried his way to the Hall of Fame with the midi. Kevin Garnett was a mid range assassin.
Kobe,
MJ, mid range assassins. Like, you kill the mid range. Yeah, Chris Paul. I mean, you can go on and on about guys that literally killed the mid range, and he made you guard them, because now you are worried on how I'm going to attack you on offense, and you better hope that your defense is capable of stopping me. Yeah. So get to the mid range, and it not only that, it prolongs your career. You're not trying to dunk over everybody and do all that.
Getting a bunch of contact.
Yeah, all the contact. That's the point of a mid range. Prolong your career. Why do you think MJ played 82 games almost on a consistent basis? He stopped putting his body through that brutality. For what reason?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, also, if you have, like, if you weren't able to shoot a 3, that would be incredible, because you would have this crazy post player who now can also shoot from mid range and shoot from the arc. There would really be no stopping him. I mean, you have guys like
you would Jokic, be unguardable.
Yeah, Jokic, Embiid, and AD, who are basically all that player, but don't have his motor and, like, mental toughness that Giannis has. You'd essentially have the perfect player there. But his lack of shooting really is a big fallback.
It really is. It really is. It actually to me, and this is why I never really been a big LeBron fan, because I think LeBron fans are oblivious to the fact that he's never really been a great shooter for the most part of his career. I mean,
but he's the greatest.
Well, you know, people are going to say that just because, and look, he's just a physical freak that you never seen do things like this. But I think he's, you know, if he can't get to the cup, I'll take my chances of you shooting all your shots, most of your attempts from 15 feet out. I'll take my chances.
Yeah,
so nah, that's just me. Hey, man. Hey. I can't confirm nor deny, you know, but hey, it is what it is, man. Until I see some tell-all book when he retires and all the secrets come out, because I got. There's no way LeBron is this squeaky clean, bro. There's no. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if he's ever taken roids, but I also do feel like I'm not a Bron fan or a Bron hater, but I try to be objective.
Yeah.
And like, just because Chael Sonnen said it once, people who hate him immediately jumped on it.
Yeah.
They immediately like assumed it's true. Maybe it is true. I don't know. But if it is true, he's definitely not the only one that's done it, though, especially from that era.
No.
So I don't know. Well,
hey,
it'll be funny if it ever does turn out that was the case.
Hey, it was shocking when Lance Armstrong came out. So I mean, you never know. But that's the thing, you never know. Allegedly, that's what's, you know, it's been put out there. I've never outright said it about Brian, but I mean, the man's to me personally, I think his body has been shot before he got to LA. Because you look at the track record, he's pretty much been very durable. And I understand the mileage on his body. So by the time he got to LA, his body had to be just like, yo, this joint is worn down. And then you always speak about all the money that he speaks on and he spends to keep his body in shape and keep it in and does all the, you know, hyperbaric chambers and all the different odd little trinkets to keep his body right. So it's like, if
he's always been a physical marvel. He's like the entire time he's been in the league, he's always been like an exception to every physical rule.
Yeah,
because like magic in that way. He's
bigger than 95% of the league, and that's been him the whole time. The whole 20 years he's been in the league, he's bigger than 95% of the league.
Despite the fact he plays like a forward, and he's mainly he does all the playmaking stuff small people are supposed to do.
Yeah, because
man, when you take steroids. I may or may not have ever dabbled with them.
Okay.
But when you take steroids and then when you come off steroids, your body starts to break down. And that's when it seems like that's when he started doing like the hyperbaric shit. When he started getting injured a lot because the body was breaking down from the steroids.
I mean, look, it could have been. I don't know. I want more evidence before I immediately assume that he's on steroids.
Yeah,
that's just me. I just want evidence first.
Lamar knows me. Fuck that. That motherfucker took steroids.
Okay.
Yeah, this is wild. But look, man, we're gonna shut it down. We did a little bit of overtime. Oh, real quick. I mean, I know it's a deadbeat horse type of topic, but real quick, Randy. Just give me like 30 seconds to 45 seconds on John Moran. Say your piece, and then we'll get up out of here, man.
I don't care that he likes to play with guns, and nobody else should either. Like, whatever. Like, just leave him alone. Let him play with his guns. As long as he's not beating up 17-year-olds anymore, just let him play with his guns. Whatever. Was a sheltered trust fund kid, and he wants to be cool. Let him feel cool. That's my piece.
Hey, different take. That's why I asked. You know, hey. So
he is dumb. He is dumb for doing it a second time, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just probably not the wiser choices. Yeah. Shout out to my guy Mike T. It might be a mental thing. If it is, hey man, go get the proper help. All I know is, hey man, just be careful, bro. Be careful out here in this world, because
Yeah, make sure you got
and
the safety on.
all I'm saying is, hey, you may show that you got it, but there are people that really are going, they're going to G check you and see if you really going to pull out and do something with it. It's a possibility that it can happen. So that's all I say is be safe out here, Ja. Get right, and just be authentically Ja Morant. Be you. That's all I say. That's all. Anyway,
make sure the safety's on.
Yes, because we don't need no accident.
We don't know no Plaxico Burress situation.
No, sir. No, sir. He don't want that, because a basketball player needs every bit of his lower extremities to be 100% in tip-top shape. So,
Hey, Lamar, real quick. You see what Aaron Judge been doing?
Yeah, he's been on the tear. He's been on a home run tear, man.
6 home runs last 6 games, 4 over his last 3.
Yeah, he's been on the home run tear.
Fucking mashing the ball.
Hey, credit is due, man. Hey, Randy, you good for one more question?
Yeah, sure.
You watch baseball?
I haven't really since I was a kid, but I'm a Yankees fan.
Okay. I was going to ask you about the Judge Ohtani debate, but you're not too deep in the baseball. So, well, I'm not going to try to get.
I support Judge though because he's a Yankee. So my stance on it is pro Judge, but I don't have anything to back that up with.
Got you. That's good.
You don't need anything. You don't need nothing to back. You don't need nothing to back it up.
It's a pro Judge. That is what it is.
Okay, cool.
As soon as you said Judge, bro, that was it.
That was it. That's all that mattered.
That's it. He knows.
Mm-hmm.
He knows.
I feel you. But no, I don't think y'all know what's going on right now, but there is a 4 overtime playoff game between the Panthers and the Hurricanes right now. It is bananas, but I just saw that on my app, so I thought that was crazy. But hey, we're gonna shut it. Yeah, we're gonna shut it down, man. Thanks to Randy hopping on with us tonight. I apologize for starting late. Obviously, I was on another podcast filming that The Man Cave Sports Podcast on 613 Faith Productions. Y'all make sure y'all check it out every Saturday. Randy, anything you want to plug real quick? Any social media that you think the fans out there want to follow you at?
Why, yes, I do. So the name that I'm using right now, Panther on Acid Productions. I am an audio engineer. I mix, master, record, and make beats. So if you want to follow me, if you want to reach out to me, if you need something done, reach out to me on Instagram under that name.
Nice. I'm gonna probably end up linking up with you sometime in the near future, because I think we could do something that could be a good little partnership for sure. MJ. Tell them where they can find you at, my guy.
Right now, you can find me at m.j.j.1129 at Instagram. I'm gonna need help with that shit, Lamar. I'm gonna need help with Twitter, so I need to.
Yo, with your Twitter, we'll get you set up. We'll get you set up, man. But no. Speaking of Twitter, y'all can always chop it up. Me personally, KC Wildcard Mar on the Facebook and the Instagram. And follow all the I.O.W. Sports Network content, I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter, I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, the YouTube channel where all the content is at. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, let you know every time we drop new content. Let's give a shout out to Let's Talk Sports as we simulcast the Late Night Owl Show over there. So if you happen to be watching over there, just jump over to I.O.W. Sports Network, give it a follow, a like, and a share. And then hop back on over to Let's Talk Sports. But we always love the partnership with them. Hey, we're actually going to have a Friday night show. Both me and MJ needed a break last night on Wednesday. So we went ahead and took that mental day for ourselves. I wasn't in a good mental space. My boy MJ wasn't feeling too well neither. So we took a mental day yesterday. So, hey, I recommend if you need a mental day, take it. Life gets too fast. Sometimes it's okay to slow it down. You can control that. All right. Hey, mental health is wealth, baby. Always remember that. So we're going to have a show tomorrow night. Obviously, there's going to be game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. So definitely tap in with me and MJ for sure. We're definitely
the Yankees play tomorrow.
Yes, Yankees are on board. I don't need to talk about Royals. They ain't worth a damn to talk about. And then
hey, they're playing the White Sox.
Yeah, the White Sox are just as bad record-wise right now, but about time June, I think they'll start heating up. So, but June or July for sure, All-Star break, they'll be fine. But hey, we're gonna call it a wrap. That's episode 311 in the books. We will see y'all tomorrow on a Friday night special of I.O.W Sports Late Night Owl Edition. On behalf of our guest today, Randy, who came through and blazed up the mic. That's my boy, Jersey boy MJ. I'm the wild
Appreciate
card.
you, Randy.
Appreciate you, Randy.
Appreciate y'all for having
you,
me.
MJ. And y'all know what it is. Y'all have yourselves a fantastic Friday. Tap in with us on our Friday special. God bless, man. Y'all be good. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Come on. Silent Hill TDS. Hitchhikers.
Yeah, smoking so much dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers float across the scene is dangerous, aggressive like behavior. Couple monsters from my neighbors, resisting human nature. Persistently getting greater, bloodshed like the Terminator. Fire up the green, I need it, increase the dopamine. Feel better, so I kill better.